We're talking about those accusations against Diddy and Jay Z. Our source material is this People magazine article from just the other day. And wow.
Yeah, it's a lot to unpack for sure.
Definitely a lot to unpack. And before we get into it, I do want to remind everyone that we're not here to, pass judgment or anything. We just want to analyze the info, and see what we can make of it all.
Yeah, just break it down, present the facts, and leave it to the listeners to form their own opinions.
Right. So let's get into it. This article goes all the way back to the year 2000, the MTV VMA's after party. That's where this whole thing allegedly went down. A 13-year-old girl. That's who this woman referred to as Jane Doe. That's who she says was assaulted.
Yeah, that's that detail right there is just it's really striking. You've got a young teenager and then these huge, powerful figures in the music industry.
Exactly. And it gets even crazier. The article quotes Jane Doe as saying that Diddy actually said to her, "You are ready to party," right before the alleged assault.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I know, right?
That's troubling.
It is.
I mean, if that's true, it really makes you think about, the whole dynamic there. A young girl, potentially in an environment with, alcohol, and then a powerful figure saying something like that.
Yeah. And then she also says that she thinks she was drugged.
Oh, wow.
Like she was given a drink and she believes it was drugged.
That adds a whole other level. If someone is drugged, they can't consent.
Right.
That's a huge deal.
It is.
Legally and just, morally and ethically.
Yeah, it's really heavy stuff. And then there's another detail that really, it stuck with me. The article says that another woman, another female celebrity, was allegedly present during the assault.
Oh, wow.
I know. Like, can you imagine?
That raises a lot of questions.
It does.
About, the role of bystanders. What did this woman see? Could she have intervened? It just adds another layer of complexity to an already incredibly complex situation.
Absolutely. And of course, we have to acknowledge that both Jay Z and Diddy have denied everything.
Right.
They've both come out and said, these allegations are false.
And Jay Z's response in particular, it was really emotional. He talked about the potential impact on his family, especially his kids.
Yeah. It's a tough situation all around.
It is. It really is. And it makes you think about all the people involved and how these accusations can affect their lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a reminder that, these accusations, they don't just stay in the courtroom. They affect people's lives in a very real way.
Yeah, and this case is about to get even messier. According to this article, Jay Z's lawyer is asking the court to reveal Jane Doe's identity.
It's a tricky one.
Legally, the defendant has a right to face their accuser.
But at the same time, we're talking about a sexual assault case. Revealing her identity could be, could put her at risk.
Absolutely. It's a tough balance.
It is. And it raises questions about how we, as a society, support survivors. Do we prioritize the rights of the accused over the protection of the accuser?
Especially in high-profile cases like this.
Yeah, it's a really tough question. And on top of all this, Diddy's got other legal problems right now. The article mentions he's currently incarcerated and awaiting trial for charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation for prostitution.
Right, and we should be clear. Those charges are separate from Jane Doe's allegations, but it's hard to imagine how they won't affect public perception.
Yeah, it's all connected in a way. This whole situation, it feels like a microcosm of the Me Too movement.
How so?
Well, you've got allegations of abuse of power, legal action being taken years later, the struggle to balance the rights of the accused and the accusers.
You're right. There are definitely parallels.
It makes you wonder if we've really made any progress. Well, I think this case, and others like it, they force us to confront these issues, to look at power dynamics, and how to create a safer environment, especially in industries like music and entertainment.
Yeah, and it's not just about Diddy and Jay Z. This is a much bigger conversation.
Absolutely. It's about systemic issues, about shifting the culture.
So people feel empowered to speak up.
And survivors feel supported.
And so that people in positions of power are held accountable.
Exactly.
So just to reiterate, we're not here to decide who's guilty or innocent. We just want to
present the facts.
Yeah, present the facts.
Right.
And encourage critical thinking about these complex issues
And hopefully spark a conversation. That goes beyond just this one case. Because
Yeah.
this is about more than just Diddy and Jay Z. It's about creating a culture of respect and accountability.
That's a great point, and I think that's a good place to leave it for now. We've covered a lot,
We have.
but this conversation is definitely not over.
No, not at all. And I think that's what makes these cases so difficult. You're left with all these unanswered questions.
Right. Like, what really happened at that party? We only have Jane Doe's account.
Exactly.
And what about that other woman, the celebrity who was allegedly there? What did she see?
Yeah.
Did she try to do anything?
It's like trying to put together a puzzle, but you're missing half the pieces.
And then there's the legal side of things. Will they reveal Jane Doe's identity? How will Diddy's other charges play into all this?
It's a lot to think about.
It is.